your new Toyota Starlet Cross. Own it.
iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. iDiski Times, the CEO does today. Yeah, that was one of the most straightforward games you get to see. There was not much complexity. Maybe in the second half, when the score was 2-0 up to Mamelodi Sundowns, then it got a little bit complicated just because Sundowns really stopped playing. And then Chippa United were pretending as if they wanted to play all along. They had such an array of talent, Chippa United, with an attacking talent such as Apelelo Teto, Azola Matrose, Giovanni Philander. There's a lot of players that they could have played. Ronaldo Marman, which they introduced in the second half. It makes you wonder why they wanted to defend from the beginning of the whistle, from the first whistle. However, there's no need to politic this. Sometimes there are big teams and sometimes there are strong teams and sometimes there are weak teams and sometimes, or more often than not, the weak team loses to the strong team. And that's exactly what happened here. There's no need to politic it. Congratulations to the under-20 national team, Coach Umdaga. They won yesterday against, I think, Sierra Leone. They're closer and closer to securing the knockout phase of the African Cup of Nations under 20. Well done to the young men. I think they'll play against Zambia in their next game. And then, if they get to the knockout stages, they just need to win one more game so that they can qualify for the under 20 World Cup. Hopefully, they can be able to secure that. Well done, young man. Mr. So-and-so, just a quick summary of what you saw tonight.
Yes, sir.
Just.
Chairman,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
supporting iDiski TV. The job in Chigi food. Kabuyelo.
Masanda one.
You know, Mr. Nkeo, may sometimes be realistic. Must be is into in life. Moi boni traka yes okchayisa. Ngeke izikeke. Iyeza le traka le mina usuke endleleni idlula itraka ngoma odlula nawe itraka ihamba abona Sundowns guys Sundowns tonight beba itraka because you could see ukuthi whatever that ucoach September bekafuna ukuyenza bengeke khonakala beza ngespeed le traka lena ngoba ithe suka nje from first half the way beba controller ngakhona igame badlalile halfini yabo. They created chances, they scored, nobody made a mistake. Defenders were caught flat, covering, we first goal arenas where there's no cover. Yeah, a lot, man. It's good to see the boy.
Nice
I like this boy.
Very energetic.
I like this boy.
He'll get back to his best.
Yeah,
he was the best player in the AFL.
Yeah.
He'll get back there. I remember when he was playing for SuperSport, he beat the shit out of Sundowns alone.
Yes.
He beat alone, and that's why Sundowns bought him. We already knew, if you remember, so when he was at SuperSport, we said that's a future Sundowns player. Because he was so good at SuperSport United at the time that they were capable of beating Sundowns and make it difficult for Sundowns because of that player.
You still remember my words. When I saw him, Latin, Kaiser Chiefs, please go for this boy. No one wanted to listen to me. I think go for this boy.
I remember.
No one wanted to listen to me.
That was 3 or 4 years ago.
You know, I saw this boy. I was like, wow. Kaiser Chiefs, please, before azodlala amagame amaningi ivelu yakhe iphakamiye phezulu. Ngoba once yaphakama ivelu asikhohlweni bafethu. Siyazi ukuya kakuphi.
Yeah, so it's nice to see him because we also have to explain to the people, those of who haven't been watching, is that he hasn't been playing.
Yes.
The most embarrassing thing or humiliating thing for his career is that he even played in the DDC.
Yeah.
And of course, it's humiliating in a sense that social media will always say, nangu manje lona, adlala ku-DDC and stuff like that. That kid has something. There's a reason why, even at the last African Cup of Nations, he was playing for Bafana Bafana. He was the best player in the African Football League, the AFL, the top 8 of African teams. So tonight, he got a small opportunity. He got in there, he was buzzing. Whether he scored a goal or not would not have mattered. You could just see from his energy that he wanted to impact the game.
Mr. Keo, you know, watching this boy playing, it's igniges amandla, you know, igniges that thing of watching football over and over again because maybe you'll see another player look like him in terms of playing because he gives you come and watch. Yes,
that's the buzz we have when we see kids like that.
You see that we're asking for when I'm saying, and this boy, I'm happy that he came back. You know, he's doing very well. and now he scored a goal. And what else can we ask for?
Maybe you can keep the momentum. Let me ask you about Chippa. You said when the train is moving on, the truck is moving, you get out of the way.
Yeah.
I think Coach Thabo September wanted to do that by being defensive. That was his way of getting out of the way. But if you look at his attacking talent in the second half, you ask yourself, why didn't he start with those players?
Remember, Mr. Nkeo, you asked me a question. Kuthi makunje wena uzoyenza njani? You know, with this type of players are now, I think he was going to do better. I swear to God. I swear. Abu Marman, Lapana, Abu Pilat. Look, I'm not saying he was going to.
They were not going to win, obviously.
You know, but he was going to give something to think of. My Iza, my attack, because you could see good nala ubano azola la magalbambi luya kata ut. You know, he's good players. I don't know why. Maybe he was scared. Sundowns a big team. These boys are young and whatsoever. I don't know. But I think I'm telling you, we'll be talking. Maybe the score will be 1-0. Sundowns leading. But now, because in the second half, you saw when they came in. Now the game started to change. Now they can get to that final third. Now they can cross. You know, they hesitate to take some shots. Boxing. But what I saw is good. He's got the team. He's got a team. He just
not to beat Sundowns, but to be difficult.
Yeah, to make Sundowns to think. Nabo ukuthi hey nabayeza hey nathi ever as shifting ngendlela right. You know, I tebza bonga sakhavi because you thought ukuthi abamnandanga kahle. No, siyafuna ukhavi. Adams come back, Mkhulisi come back. But yeah, uyekile. I would say mina uyekile is Sundowns Coach September with the boys anabo, because I believe ukuthi he's got good players. He just need to show belief in these boys and play them. They'll give you better results.
Let me ask you, so how much of what Coach Thabo did has something to do with the mindset yabanye abaqeqeshi? Not only him, but generally sinokubona ukuthi we are even talking about the CAF Champions League. Then they're pick and choosing games, pick and choosing what to do in games, and I remember I said we watched the last 16-year Champions League.
Yes.
Sorry, the quarterfinal. Yeah. And then we watched the semi-finals. And I said to you and Junior on a Friday, I said, the first leg of the semi-final is going to be a 0-0. Yeah. Because it's not exactly that the coaches want to play football. They just want to be there and see what the other one is doing. Yes. And then, if they concede, then the game opens up. So, Tina's coming, our joy as fans is based on whether or not a goal was scored early, then we will see a game. Where does that come from, Guma coaching, Nama coaching licenses? You are a qualified coach. This is not about Coach Thabo September. Yeah. It's not him alone who does this. Yeah. It's these coaches who we will absorb. Did you see when 2 goals were considered by Chippa United? What did they do? Yeah. Now they start to open up. Now they pretend that they wanted to chase the game as well. I'm sure you've been in dressing rooms now, Kubo Bondarenko or whoever, about Roy Pareto, where about Kajuan,
Kitchen,
was France, in the Chiscorp. One of them, I'm sure, Beganayo Leon, go to cautious, then once Bakore, then we can open up.
Mr. Nkeo, it did happen. I was playing also. I remember when we beat Chiefs, I think we beat Chiefs 3-0. We had 3 attackers. It was me, the late Manyatela, and Pilano Kupek. The rest were defenders.
Defensive players, yeah.
Look, all of them were defenders. You know why, Mr. Nkeo? That's why I'm mentioning. Yes, I criticize the defending, but when you defend, you must all totally baller. You show us we're talking totally baller man. I wanna hurt you guys by doing this. You know? So why they all defend? It's like they're scared of the opponents. So we need everyone behind the ball. But now
so do they say that in the dressing room?
Yeah. No, Mr. Nkeo, you are showing just straight to coach at Bafit Mamelodi. Today, line-up nayi sa defender madoda nina masibamba wena ungeza nje uzoncedisanyana nje mangabe sekunida but sifuna ukuthi mase siya phambili ube seduzane kwale 2 leyana ukuthi usize for your attack. The rest
But
you guys
7 people.
yeah,
defending.
you guys please.
About 3 bazozibonela bona.
Nina wena ngoba mina bengikwazi ukwenza box to box.
Yeah.
But no wena you can come back la uthi half, but as soon as iswini ball I want you to go forward and assist this two lapha nibona ukuthi niza kanjani. Done. And it work. That's why nginokuthi as much as I criticize defender, but the defender again have a plan to say when I've got the ball, this is how I want to carry out. This is how I want to help them. Mangabe basakade ukuthi ngihleli then bese ngiyababamba. So it's not only Utabo September. It's I did experience.
I think
it.
it's professional football, so it's even worse now because they get fired. You lose 3 or 4 matches, you get fired. Definitely,
and it's sad because now we're not gonna see the talent that we just saw manje. Because of now everyone is worried about ukuthi ngizodliwa ngiluze umsebenzi. You know, instead of saying, you know what, let's build up, let's develop these kids. This football is gonna grow and help us not as coaches to learn more about the game and learn more about the players and understand what is that they need from us coaches instead of us coaches need points from them, because now they play for points, and it's so difficult really to see most of these youngsters to make it to PSL because of coaches that are playing to win. And when they're playing to win, now we don't see the entertaining football.
All right, there you go. Thank you very much. So we could not complicate this video because the team that was supposed to win won. It was straightforward. Yesterday, Golden Arrows gave a problem to Pirates, and that's how we can be able to dissect it, laugh about it, be excited, because it was, there was jeopardy in it, because Golden Arrows actually should have got something from that game. But tonight's game, within the first 30, 40 minutes, we knew who was going to win. Based on, within the first 5 minutes, we could see who was going to be dominant. And then when the goals were scored, we knew who was going to win because it was very clear. So well done to Mamelodi Sundowns. You won because, of course, you were supposed to win against Chippa United. You play against them next week as well. Before playing or after playing Stellenbosch on Sunday, you play against the same Chippa United in the Eastern Cape. iDiskiTV, iDiski Times, what's betting? For breaking news, go to iDiskiTimes.co.za.
Shapunjan bafowethu igama lami uLindo Pep, the best analyst in the country. Please don't forget to subscribe to iDiskiTV. Tanko.
This is Bongane Benedict Vilakazi, they call me Tso. Niyazi bafowethu, ama coach for life, they are back in winning ways. Please, siyacela ukuthi subscribe iDiskiTV.